Recently, YouTube's TipToeChick asked the following question. And after she got the sound problem fixed...
So, ended up being on Stickum and having this argument. Not an argument, but more of a debate on who would win this fight. And it was between a silverback gorilla and a grizzly bear. A really big grizzly bear. So, who would win this fight?
Ape versus bear. Tonight on Fightline. While there has certainly been animosity between the bear and ape communities, thankfully, it has never escalated into something with full-scale violence, as both species have learned to live in peace with one another. And while there have been a few instances of intolerance, those are some banana-headed hoes. What? What? There has never been an all-out war. But what if there was? Who would win? The apes or the bears?
Well, what we try to do is run some simulations here and there and see what happens.
I am a great big bear. Nothing can stop me.
Nothing but super lucky.
When we come back, we'll be talking to the director of a controversial new film that explores the bear-ape dynamic. Fightline returns after these messages. There's a new burger in town. We ain't clowning around. There's a new burger in town, so you'll be glad you came around. So why don't you come on down. Come on down to Burger Clown. That's right. You'll want to try our blue plate special. Burger, fries, only $3.99. Only at Burger Clown. There's a new burger in town. We ain't clowning around. There's a new burger in town, so you'll be glad you came around. So why don't you come on down. Come on down to Burger Clown. We're back and speaking live with Eunice B. the Noob, director of the controversial new Ape vs. Bear documentary called Does a Bear Shoot in the Woods? Mr. the Noob, maybe you can tell us a little bit about this movie. Well, my movie, it is simply called Does a Bear Shoot in the Woods? Not what you think, does a bear shoot in the woods? Because, you know, that is the basic question here. You see, an ape is smart enough to figure out how to use a gun or something like that. Plus, he has, you know, a thumb. It's not opposable like us human beings, but he does have a thumb and fingers and can pick up a gun and actually use it. And he's got the brain capacity to figure out how to use the gun. But the bear. Give me a break. The bear no have a hand for that, and the bear is stupid. So, you know, I asked the proverbial question in my documentary. Does a bear shoot in the woods? Now, Mr. the Noob, what do you say to allegations that your movie is really just basically anti-bear propaganda? That is just crazy. I mean, I go bear hunt. I have the bears over for dinner all the time. You know, many best friends. They happen to be bear. Why anybody say I don't like bear? That's just silly. That's just nonsense. You know, listen to them. I mean, look, I took a look at the situation of what happened. If bear and ape go to war with each other, I think it's pretty obvious. The ape, they pick up the gun, they shoot at the bear dead. Perhaps, Mr. the Noob, you could explain to our viewers, then, why there are no actual bears in your movie. I mean, even though they're being shot at, there are no bears in your movie. They're actually played by bunny rabbits as extras. So what's the reason for that? Well, you know, as I told Department of Labor, you know, the bears, they charge a little bit too much for their acting skill. And the bunny, they don't charge. Plus, you know, none of my friends, my bear friends, I do have bear friends, you remember, I have bear friends, I bring them over for dinner and whatnot. I asked them, you want to be in movie? They say, no, we're too busy today, we go down to beach and, go and play volleyball. So, we no be able to be in a movie today, so that's why I go talk to bunny rabbit. Bunny rabbits say okay, so I use them as extra. You know, it's just pretend movie anyhow. You know, I mean, people have extra all the time. I don't see what big deal is, so I don't hire the bear in this movie. You know, maybe next movie I hired them. You know, there was budgetary constraints and software limitations. There weren't any bears in the software anyhow. You know, you go play the movie, man. You know, you go play the movies. I got all ready for having ape versus bear, and there's no bear, so what I supposed to do? Well then, you know, I'm not here to get into a debate with you, Mr. the Noob. I guess the best thing we can do is roll the clip and let our viewers decide for themselves. That's a good idea. I mean, if I were better, I don't want to be in this movie either. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to better. You know, they get slaughtered by ape. You know, I don't want to be in the movie. You know, I can understand. No.
So you see clearly the ape when the ape gets cut, the ape killed
that
the
is
bear.
all the time that we have
What
for
you thought?
Fightline
You got at least
tonight.
10 minutes left. Why you in so early? What going on?
Fightline, brought to you by Burger
Very
Clown.
Step Show. I don't understand Very Step Show. I want to talk a
believe I
little
went
bit
to
more about my
journalism
movies.
school for this.
You know, talk about that. Talk about going to dinner with all my better friends. I do have friends who are better. I do not like allegations that you make. It's kind of, you know.
Oh, what the? I can't believe this!
Those weren't even real bears.
Bears that can't shoot guns? Yeah, let me show you something, you filthy banana chompers!
Fuzzy?